Hi, Steve from Wandsworth Physiotherapy. So you've strained your hamstring, or you think you strained your hamstring, what should you do? So the most appropriate thing to do for the first 1 or 2 days, if it's a minor hamstring strain, or even for the first 4 or 5 days, if it's quite a significant hamstring strain, is to apply the RICE principle: rest, ice, compression, elevation. So stay at home as much as you can, apply ice 10 minutes every hour or so, and compress the ice onto the back of the thigh. Now, when should you come and see a physio if you strained your hamstring? I'd say straight away, because what we can do is assess the area and let you know the grade of the hamstring strain that we think you've sustained, and we can apply the right treatment principles at that stage. So one of the first things that we can do is actually put a nice traumeal compression. So this is a herbal remedy, and we'll soak it in a compress and apply it onto the back of the hamstring, and use some compressive adhesive bandage to strap the hamstring up nice and tightly. And you leave that on for 24 to 36 hours, allow all the traumeal to absorb through the skin and have its effect, and start improving the hamstring condition at that stage. Now, beyond that, we can also start to advise you when you should stretch and when you should start doing some gentle strengthening exercises on the hamstring.